What's up guys, it's boy Aztec2 and I'm back with another video. Today we're reacting to USGG Coast Guard Boot Camp. Let's get into it.
Hurry up! Hurry up! You're taking too long! You're taking too long! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hurry up! Hurry up! Go faster! Go faster! Fight your back! Let's go! Let's go!
Looks like most people.
Who doesn't have their bags? Who doesn't have their bags? Get your bag! Get your bag! Go get your bag! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Scoot up! Scoot up!
I'm Senior Recruit Lowing. I'm with X-Ray 181, and I just finished my first week of training, the forming week. My first week of boot camp, it was what I expected, but not exactly what I thought. I knew it would be a difficult task coming in here. The hardest thing for me was the discipline part of it. I didn't know exactly how intricate the discipline had to be. You know, you have to do it precisely what they ask you to do and what they say. So it took me a little while to try to get my mind into that type of mindset. But I think I'm working on it, I'm getting better at it. A lot of these guys, they're younger than me, so I try to help them along, and they help me along too. At first, when we first got here, we was kind of just scattered all over the place. And, you know, no one really knew each other, so we weren't trying to separate any toes. But as soon as we got into our actual company, we knew that, you know, our company commanders on the time objectives, they weren't playing around. So we knew we had to really help each other out. And now it's like we're brothers, you know. If somebody needs some help with something, you know, no matter who it is, we all chip in so we can meet our time objectives on time. The event, a moment that sticks out in my mind from the past week, the marching. The marching is a little more convoluted than I thought it was. I thought it was just a bunch of guys stomping their feet, but there's a lot of commands and demands that you have to know in order for it to be precise and to be in cohesion. So it took me a little while to get that down. The instructions of the company commanders, they pretty out front with what they want you to do. You really just have to listen, basically. If whatever you don't catch, somebody caught. So you just ask them, we all help each other along. My company commanders, it's still early, you know, in my boot camp experience, so I haven't really got to know them that much very well, but you can tell that although they're hard on us, they care. You know, when they're not hounding us out, they kind of nurturing us to bring us along. For some of us that don't get it, Petty Officer Vanover, I think he does the most of the teaching of the recruits. I think.
I've heard people who like they sign up for the military and it's just like, why? What am I doing here? Like, they don't like in the Marines. Like I've heard about that. It's funny.
Yeah, I think he's very good at what he does. He makes sure that we're in line and we get the commands right. We go over it, and he's a fair guy. You know, if we're not doing what we're supposed to do, then we're gonna pay for it. If we are, then you know he's gonna go on to the next thing and keep teaching us. The first wake up from company certainly wasn't pleasant. You really have to get used to waking up that way because it kind of rattles you because you be in deep sleep because you be so tired from the previous day. And all of a sudden, early in the morning, you hear this bullhorn and an alarm, and it just kind of shakes you up a little bit.
Low-key, if I was gonna join the military, I'm just gonna wake up like earlier than they do. Like I mean, I was looking if they have 2 o'clock, I would wake up at 2:15, like cause you don't want to be like just sitting there and like you sleeping and it just doze off and you just get rattled, totally rattled. Like I don't want that to happen to me. I mean, it probably will, but I'll wake up a little bit earlier.
And you have to be fast, and you have to get your mind to process that it's time to get up and be online. So it was a little hard at first, but then you kind of get used to it. Really, at this point, I have no concept of time because we stay busy. We're constantly doing something. And in a way, I sort of like it that way because then that way the days are not dragging. I would advise anybody to come. Don't worry about what time it is because you're going to get to bed when the commander says you're going to bed. So just kind of go with the flow. Just when you come to boot camp, just make sure that, first of all, make sure you're in shape and make sure that you as fast as you possibly can be. Most people are used to taking your time and, you know, doing it at your own pace. But here, You know, you have so many people, and we all have to do the same things, and you have to do it within a certain time frame. Just make sure you do everything with speed, and make sure you're loud as you possibly.
I'm about to end the video here. Make sure you like and subscribe for part 2. Make sure you like and subscribe, smash the notification button. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.